Hello, beautiful souls. Sorry, my camera had a fingerprint on it. Hello and welcome. How's that? How's that for an introduction? Welcome to this channel. Uh, anyone who's new to this channel is about helping people understand the difference between traditional, actual non-duality and fake, watered down non-duality, often called Neo-Advaita. You can learn all about this subject in the link that I've posted to the side or below. And before I hop into things, I would just like to gently remind people, I am not a guru. I'm not enlightened. So please don't blindly believe anything I say. Find out for yourself if what I'm saying is true or not. And I would say that of any spiritual teacher, actually of anything that you read or hear or think, don't blindly believe it. Find out if it's true or not, especially if someone claims to be teaching non-duality, especially if someone claims to be teaching something spiritual. Then your spidey sense needs to be like 10 times more tuned in. So with that said, I guess I'm in a little bit of a playful mood from what happened with the camera. And but something really interesting is happening. I am checking out a Neo-Advaita teacher. So first of all, let me define Neo-Advaita really quickly. And there's many definitions of it. And there's a beautiful article on Wikipedia. And I will post the link for that. And you can take a look. I'm very impressed by that article. I invite everyone to go take a peek at it. My very simple definition of Neo-Advaita is kind of threefold. Someone who teaches non-duality without any of the surrounding context, whether it be Hindu, Buddhist, or even Islamic, meaning Sufi non-duality, who just teaches things like everything is one, or you are consciousness, or there's nothing to do, and they don't teach any of the fundamental philosophy, ideas, or context. So that's one definition that I like to work with. Another one is that where someone says it's all in the head. There's nothing to do because you're already enlightened, your consciousness, everything's predetermined. About maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on the teacher, core ideas, and all they do is repeat those ideas over and over and just basically tell you you just need to change your perspective and then that you're already enlightened. So you just need to let go of your wrong ideas and then you are enlightened, so there's nothing to do. Just kind of this weird mind verbal game. And the third kind is someone is a teaching that just teaches an advanced practice such as self-inquiry or maintaining awareness of awareness, just like putting your attention on attention, and doesn't teach anything else. And in fact, oftentimes attacks or criticizes other practices. So that's the non-dual practice without any preparatory practices. So those are my three kind of simple definitions. And if you look at it, the first one is non-duality without any underlying philosophy. The second is non-duality without any practice. And the third is non-duality practice without any underlying preparations. So that's a good way to spot healthy non-duality. It will have a fundamental paradigm and worldview, and it's holistic. It will have a practice built into it, and it will have different practices to meet people on different levels. So that's one easy way to distinguish traditional non-duality from neo-non-duality or Neo-Advaita. So I am checking out a Neo-Advaita teacher right now. I'm listening to some of their YouTube videos. And So first of all, a little context. They're a traditional teacher. They have studied within a very traditional classical system of non-duality. They're highly educated, and they don't really teach any of the fundamental philosophy. They only teach the advanced practice, which in their tradition is very similar to self-inquiry. It's a little different though. They teach a little bit. They don't play too much of the mind games of like there's nothing to do because you're already enlightened, but they do a little bit of that. So why the bleepity bleep am I listening? Well, because not only are they teaching that, but they have some other teachings in there which I really resonate with. They talk about energy. They talk about purification. They do talk about some of the fundamentals of their philosophy. And hi to my live viewers. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in. And so I would say roughly, they talk about, even though they're part of a particular tradition, they talk about other traditions. They talk about how to integrate various traditions and practices. And so all in all, when they're talking, and they even teach a few other, well, now they're actually doing it more, but this particular video, they actually teach some other practices other than just their tradition's version of self-inquiry. So all in all, there's two videos that I'm listening to, and it's about 30% Neo-Advaita, which is actually quite small. Most Neo-Advaita teachers, they're more like 90%. They just have this very narrow thing and they just talk about that one thing, or this very narrow set of things. But this teacher talks about a lot of other things, which I really like. And it's very empowering to listen, to draw benefit, and then to certain things just be like, no, I don't agree with that. I don't resonate with that. I don't think that's the complete truth. In 12-step philosophy, they call it take what you like and leave the rest. So I actually consider it a sign of progress for myself. It's very funny how I was led to it. I was just kind of flipping through YouTube and I saw one of their videos. And this is a teacher, actually, interestingly enough, who I got to know on a personal level. I got to have quite a number of interactions with. And so I trust their integrity as well, which is, another huge difference is I really trust their integrity. I don't think they're the best teacher in the world. So I really consider it a sign of progress. If I can be like, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes, 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 no, no, no. I'm really listening with discernment. And so ultimately, it's my view, that's what we have to learn to do with every teaching. And it's not so much to be like, hey, oh, that's true, that's not true, but more, that's part of it. But more, is this helpful for me now or not? That's a big part of what I'm doing. I'm not some master. I can't sit here and say, oh, well, this particular teaching isn't true. I can just say that doesn't resonate with me, or that doesn't feel helpful. I certainly am qualified to say, oh, well, that's actually not traditional non-duality. That's Neo-Advaita. I feel comfortable making that distinction. So I think that's all I have to share today. And wish everyone a blessed, blessed day, and a day full of discernment. Take care. Big love.